ladies and gentlemen of the Regentskid YouTube channel. Today is another Thursday here inside the lovely O2 Arena. And today is a KR day. Ladies and gentlemen, today was going to be an arcade day. However, I got told something came up last minute that I think he's going to really enjoy. Jam-packed show here today, booked, of course, by GMK himself. We have a fun match card. The Junior Heavyweight Tournament is coming to a close here today, where we will crown the first Junior Heavyweight Champion since Brian Damage vacated it at the end of season number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, when he did vacate it, he brought it into season 4, vacated it, and then lost to Deacon Drew Payne for the United States Championship. And ever since then, it's been vacated. So, gonna be interesting to see. We have Kane versus Phantom Dream. We have Ollie versus Davey Laruso. And then the two winners of those matches go to the main event in a 1v1 ladder match to determine the next champion. Nicole O'Grady defending the Divine Women's Championship again here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Damage also defending the Internet Championship in a triple threat matchup. A lot of titles on the line here today. Unfortunately for us, no Hope Eternal, the prestigious champion. No King Daniel, no Zeke either. Ladies and gentlemen, none of them appearing here today on the show. Of course, a lot has been going down in the backstage areas. A lot of talk, a lot of controversy, and a lot of shenanigans from the ministry, ladies and gentlemen. Always in the wrong, always cheating and rigging their way to the top. Well, that stops now, ladies and gentlemen. We finally have seen the light in Regents Pro Wrestling. We finally have seen the leaders of Regents Pro Wrestling, and they finally have started to put things right here in RPW. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking off with the Battle of the T's, Crispy T and Cold Boy T, 1-on-1. Should be a fun show here today. Let's dive right in. KR's got a beautiful sandwich ringside here today for some fun. Cold Boy and Crispy T, 1-on-1 to kick off right. A fun match, to be fair. Again, a very Rise matchup. I think GMK's done a fine job here today. Of course, I think GMK, you know, he lacks championship matches. That's obviously very clear with the amount of time matches we have. But also, GMK wanted to be the one to end the Junior Heavyweight Championship. He could have very easily done the 2 semi-final matches today and left the finale for next week. But GMK said, you know what? I'm going to be the GM where the Junior Heavyweight Champion is crowned. And I think we have some fun matchups today. Kane versus Phantom Dream. New subscriber YGDZA. Much appreciated and welcome in as Cold Boy goes for the pinfall on Crispy T here on Rise. Again, O2 Arena looking beautiful here in London. Excited for another Rise showcase ladder match here today in the main event. Brian Damage defending in a triple threat. Nicole O'Grady with her, I think, 3rd defense, if I'm not mistaken. And if it is, remember the rule with the Divine Women's Championship, if you defend it 3 times, you can choose to vacate the championship, much like the Junior Heavyweight title, and go for a mid-card championship. So maybe Nicole O'Grady going back for the Olympic Championship. We know her goal this year is, of course, the Women's World Championship against the Goddess. That's what she wants more than anything. Whether or not she can actually achieve that goal is another thing. Up next, actually, we do have a 6-woman Finisher Fest matchup. Face first goes Cold Boy. 6-woman Finisher Fest matchup where the winner of that match will face the winner of Crystal Crimson or Nicole O'Grady for the Divine Women's Championship. I guess the winner of that may just take the championship. Like, if Nicole defends it and then vacates it straight away, maybe the winner of the 6-woman match just takes the championship. I don't really know. What I do know, as these two go to the outside, is KR's going to dive into another bite of this delicious, amazing sandwich. Like, courtesy of the carnival, mind you. Little carny food. Looks amazing, tastes amazing, feels amazing. I love a carnival. Both superstars back into the ring. Crispy T, bang, nice moonsault. Connecting to Cold Boy. Crispy's look good in these first few weeks of Season 4. He's had a few moments on Rise where he's really started to shine. Of course, the former #1 contenders champion for the Universal Championship champion, as Crispy T gets a 2 count on Cold Boy T. Goes up for another pinfall. Sometimes it's smart. Oh, that's not smart. Using the middle rope is never smart. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually win when they use it. Cold Boy, very, very good to roll out that one and roll up the shoulders of Crispy T. Shoulders down, but Rebecca, a little bit of hustle would be nice. Not even in proper Rise attire here today. Big boot to the face from Cold Boy T. Oh my God, KR is looking absolutely amazing today, ladies and gentlemen. With the new, goodness gracious me, courtesy of the Carnival. Thank you very much, Hope Eternal. Hands are together, of course, for my prestigious champion, the only prestigious champion, as Crispy T looks to take this one home. He wants Cold Boy to get a big drop kick. Cross the face. And a springboard to boot now. Nice reversal that time. Into a chop block. Very nice back and forth. Again, these two superstars really trying to show up on Rise. That's what it's all about. Little schoolboy roll up from Cold Boy. Crispy again, only a 1 count. Nice elbow drop. And Cold Boy is setting up now for what surely could be the end from behind, ladies and gentlemen. The chill down the spine of Crispy T. As that leg is hooked away from the ropes, Rebecca rolls in a 1, 2, 3. And Cold Boy T gets the win to kick off Rise. Great opener between the two. Cold Boy from Friday Night Fury. Maybe the start of his momentum that he so needs here in RPW. Fantastic way to kick off Rise, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go then, the 6-woman elimination finisher fest matchup. Once you hit a finisher, that superstar is eliminated, like we just seen. Sasha Fierce is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I saw Ron count and say Sasha Fierce has been eliminated. The winner of this gets a Divine Women's Championship match. Noelle Park is gone as well. And I thought we was going to get a long one here today between these 6 females, but 2 eliminations off the rip. And these women want to get this one done ASAP. Another elimination. Another elimination, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Marilyn Myers with Madison Fox in the ring. Willow Sky probably smart to roll out of this one. And the ring has been halved from 6 to 3. The winner gets a Divine Women's Championship opportunity. And they were not holding back. That's for sure. You can see some of the females going up to the backstage area down there. After being eliminated, Willow Sky back into the ring. No pinfalls, no submissions. It's just first one to get hit with a finisher. As Willow Sky back to back. Oh my goodness. The first ever woman Rumble winner has just absolutely plowed through the competition. And Willow Sky earns a Divine Women's Championship opportunity just like that. Sometimes the finisher fest is over before you know it, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing performance from Willow Sky. Boom, 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 boom. And that was done before we even knew what happened. Well, moving on from the women's division, we have the first of the 2 semi-finalists, or semi-final matches, I should say, as Davey Laruso goes up against Oliver freaking Kings of the Ministry, ladies and gentlemen. He should be out looking for Lilith Lanza. He should be out caring for his table. Of course, we heard, ladies and gentlemen, that Poke is no longer a member of the Ministry. Poke has left the Ministry. The Golden Standard, the self-proclaimed GOAT, the record breaker himself, has left the ministry. Now, we know Poke and Ollie, they've never seen eye to eye in their RPW careers. But the fact that Poke up and said, I am out, I quit, I'm leaving. As soon as Lilith Lanza goes, you have to ask yourself which members of the ministry truly value their friendship, which members of the ministry truly think they are a family, think they're together, and which ones are just in there to get their names boosted for relevancy, ladies and gentlemen. You really have to ask yourself what their goals are when it comes to Regents Pro Wrestling. Do they actually care about each other? Or are they just there to win championships and say they're the best in the world when clearly they are not? Davey Laruso with a massive win last week against Colin Patrick's, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody saw it coming, and I can assure you, if Davey Laruso gets a win against Oliver freaking Kings here today, well, ladies and gentlemen, the O2 Arena may very well just absolutely implode in on itself. It really, really might do if Davey Laruso picks up the winning today. Remember, the two winners, this match and the next match, will go to the main event today in a one-on-one ladder match to determine the junior heavyweight champion. So keep an eye out for that. Main eventing here today, Oliver freaking Kings. Nice springboard maneuver. Kick right to the chest. And Ollie with a clubbing blows to the back of the head. Brutal shots as David LaRusso is down. I'm going to go for another bite of this amazing carnival sandwich. Ah. No. It tastes of freedom, ladies and gentlemen. It tastes of freedom. It tastes of happiness. It tastes of not being egotistical. Not thinking you're the best when you're not. It tastes of, dare I say, hope, ladies and gentlemen. It tastes of hope. That it not feel the feeling. It tastes of the feeling of hope. It tastes of like feeling hopeful. Is David LaRusso with a pinfall, only a one count there as Ron slides in. Big kick out by Oliver freaking Kings. Nice hurricane runner off the corner though. Love at the springboard. These two cruiserweights going at it. Of course, Ollie, former cruiserweight champion, lost the belt to Charmander. Oliver freaking Kings in the corner. David LaRusso up to his feet, goes face first. If I'm Ollie, I'm pinning to get to the main event here. I don't think David LaRusso has much resiliency about him. Nice reversal there, though. You gotta wonder, is Ollie in the right mind space, the right head space for a match like this, for a potential title match in the main event also? Ollie with the most matches in the season so far. And if he wins here today, he gets another match today. But again, is he in the correct headspace? How are the ministry faring? Both mentally and emotionally. And for one of them, who's no longer with us, physically, how are they faring over these past few days of absolute turmoil? We're seeing the ministry implode. Poke's already left and taking his 12 championships with him. Who's next to crumble? We've seen Ollie talking down to the leader, Lamin, at certain points. Will Ollie and RK stay together? Or will they finally accept and understand that this is all RK's fault? All of this that has happened over the past few days, Poke leaving, Lanza disappearing, Lamin being on holiday, all of this is because of the wise man, because of RK. His big nose and his even bigger ego is the reason why the ministry are no longer the most feared stable in Regents Pro Wrestling. And to that, I will take another bite of my sandwich. Oh my God. This tastes absolutely, indescribably fantastic. Wow. Oh my God. What a great day. What a great day this is. Not for Lilith Lanza, probably. Maybe, you know, hanging out with the carnival. Maybe finally learning her lesson. Not to be in, you know, big egomaniac. Hopefully RK learns his lesson too. Okay, of course, the main event of the carnival. I'm hoping, now that he's finally admitted who the prestigious champion is, admitted who the king is of RPW. Of course, tomorrow it is Daniel versus RK one-on-one. Just them in the ring alone to settle their differences. The king will walk out on top. RK will call in the face of Fury. And Lilith Lanza will eternally be with hope. Davey Laruso with a pinfall. Oliver freaking King's 2 count. But he gets the shoulder up in time. On the rope is teetering though. Irish whip. Rebound. Docks him into a big kick. I believe that's what he beat Kane with, ladies and gentlemen. And Davey Laruso, who's been talking about turning around his career. My goodness, for a split second there. For a split second, I thought maybe we saw the end of this match. Davey Laruso setting up something nice. Springboard, a Hurricane Rana maneuver. On the logo is the former Cruiserweight champion. Davey Laruso going up top. And Davey's actually getting some fans, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the crowd, the front of O2. They're on their feet for Davey Laruso, a Brutus Ball. Not nearly, as much impact as Brutus Brickley, but still, Ollie goes down. Davey is cooking. And it is looking bleak for the ministry. But it was until that Novak bomb connected. Ollie holding his lower back, though. Some self-damage could have been done there. Could have been taking a big chop across the chest. Nice combo into a powerbomb. Ollie up top himself, perfectly positioned. For Davey Laruso, flies through the skies. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Oliver freaking Kings is going to the main event. Davey Laruso was so close. He really was. He had some amazing moments there. Ultimately, the ministry, in this circumstance, come out on top, ladies and gentlemen. But can he get it done in the ladder match in the main event? That's what we will see. And up next, we find out who will be fighting in that main event. Kyler Kane in the ring, ready to potentially go on to the main event. Look at this fire on the stage. Who? I mean, I know it's Phantom Dream, is it not? Kyler Kane's opponent here today. Because GMK booked, of course, Phantom Dream winning. Oh my goodness gracious me. Phantom Dream winning the qualifiers. Advancing to the semi-final. And of course, Phantom Dream formerly of the Hand. Now, I believe, of the Twisted Order. The new name for the stable, ran by Twisted Hero, as Phantom Dream makes his way down the rise ramp, ready for this one against Kyler Kane. He's unbeaten so far, I believe, in RPW is Phantom Dream, and this a chance to advance to the main event of Rise against Oliver freaking Kings in a ladder match. And honestly, it's probably a good thing it's a ladder match for these two, because Ollie, on paper is obviously probably the better of the superstars, depending on who he's fighting between these two. I think he's, on paper better than both of them. Two rookies coming into the game. I think Oliver freaking Kings would feel confident one-on-one, but a ladder match, you really, truly never know what can happen in a ladder match. Sorry, Chaos just admiring the new hair. My goodness gracious me. Looks so damn good. Phantom Dream with the new attire, though. I like the logo. I think that's where it ends, to be honest. As Kyler Kane on the outside. Phantom Dream goes out with him with a backdrop. On the apron. I'm going to finish off this hopeful sandwich. My God. This feels so good. Hope all over my lips. Again, metaphorically speaking, I think it's the correct word to use. It's beautiful, man. It really is. Wow. Absolutely amazing. There's a pinfall by Kyler Kane. 2 count and a kick out. Big elbow drop as well, of course. Tom Patrick's Now, no longer a part of Bullet Club. Oh, foot on the rope just in time. Very clever by the rookie. With a loss here today. Phantom Dream. Hooking on. DDT connecting. Down goes Kyler Kane. Phantom Dream. Hook of the leg 2 count. And I thought that was all she wrote already. I was going to say, maybe he will be joining Compatrix. Because it was looking like he was on his way out then. Focus on the arm now. Here's Phantom Dream. Slowly back up to his feet. It's Kyler Kane, though. Goes for a pinfall. Again, trying to use the rope, yeah. Ron sees that straight away. He says, absolutely. No, that's not how we do things on Rise, my friend. Not how we do things on Rise. He gets him down. For a roll-up, though. Phantom Dream with the reversal. A pinfall of his own. Oh, my God. I thought for a second Phantom Dream was going to the main event against Oliver freaking Kings for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Kyler Kane. Oh, lovely. Slam it down. Very, very well worked. Lock up between the two. Irish whip. Kyler Kane. Oh, my God. What a super kick. Sit down, Kyler Kane, says the rookie Phantom Dream. Kyle trying to work his way up. Phantom Dream twisting. And you know, it's an interesting, like, obviously people weren't big fans of the hand. I don't know how they feel about the twisted order, but this man, Phantom Dream, let me tell you something. He is a force to be reckoned with. Kyler Kane, I thought that was it. 2 big DDTs. Oh, well. Let me continue my statement. In just a moment, this man, Phantom Dream, 100% so far, is going to the main event match one-on-one against Oliver freaking Kings in a ladder match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Phantom Dream, again, you might not like the Twisted Order, you might not like Twisted Hero, you might not like Eddie Jones Jr., whatever. Phantom Dream is the real deal, though, in Regents Pro Wrestling in terms of rookies. This man has come in and set the world on fire. He's still not getting booked on Friday, though. People like Coldboy getting booked over him. He's 100% right now. He is on fire. He is the man right now. And the GM Gore's not giving him any chances over on Friday. But what a win here today. And we'll see him back in the main event. One-on-one, potentially, for his first ever championship in RPW. We are already at the penultimate match of this week's Rise. Of course, at the end of the show, we will be spinning the wheel to determine who will be the general manager for next week's show. My new favorite thing here in RPW, I love the interim general managers, ladies and gentlemen, in an internet championship triple threat match. It is the 80s man himself. It is Smiley on Rise, and he's all smiles here today as he has a chance to win a championship here today. The RPW Internet Championship, of course. Brian Damage defending it in a triple threat matchup. Smiley and Mugiardi, big man. Mugiardi, one half of Air Boom. This could be a fun match, I think. And then up next, we have the Junior Heavyweight Championship match, ladies and gentlemen, as there is the big man of Mugiardi, one half of Air Boomin. That is a big behemoth, a big monster of a man. Not going to be easy keeping him down, that's for sure. But again, in triple threat fashion, you don't have to pin the champion. You can pin anyone. So Smiley and Mugiardi both just as vulnerable as Brian Damage. And again, it puts the odds against Brian Damage because he does not have to be pinned. There is, again, another big man of the ministry. Another man of the ministry who owned up to the fact that Hope Eternal is your prestigious champion and Daniel is the king of RPW. So at least they've fallen in line, have the ministry, like good little puppies. They've fallen in line, they've seen the light, and they've done as they were told, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Damage defending the RPW Internet Championship here today in triple threat fashion. And this is going to be a fun one. Is what it's all about. Also, this is not the bottom match, sorry. We have Nicolo Grady and Crystal Crimson still. My apologies. I thought this was the bottom match. I just realized, as I'm sure other people are probably pointing out, we have Nicolo Grady and Crystal Crimson one-on-one still to come, and then it is the main event. So we still have another match. Don't you worry. As Brian Damage leaves the ring, leaving Mugi and Smiley inside the ring. Again, is risky, but it is a play. BD brings a kendo stick in to the ring. Smiley trying to... Smiley's really in no man's land today. There's two big superstars in him. Well, in the ring with him, not in him. Goodness gracious me, that would be a whole different scenario. But Smiley's really the underdog in this one. Smiley really has a mountain to climb, you could say, against these two absolute behemoths of Mugiardi and Brian Damage. Nice STO takedown there, though, stomping and walking over Mugiardi. Smiley again, doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing to Brian Damage, but Mugi from behind. Brian Damage caught in between the two opponents right now. Title on the line. And again, sometimes it's smart to go after the champion in a match like this. Mugi with a shove off. Smiley trying to get involved. To no avail, and there's the easy strength. BD just throw him over the top rope. Let's watch BD and Mugiardi go at it. There we go, big body. That's what we want to see. Big, meaty men is what we want to see. None of this Smiley propaganda. Face first goes Mugi. Internet Championship on the line. Boston Crab submission. Lower back of Mugiardi bent in a half. He's not one to tap out, though. Big body. Down goes Smiley. BD goes down himself. There's the clothesline Mugi needed. Chop across their chest. Smiley from behind trying to get involved. Desperately, but cannot. Oh! Kick to the midsection, no. BD back with a kendo stick. Drops it quickly, though. Smiley again. He looks terrified. He looks absolutely terrified. Oh! Big drop kick taking down both opponents. BD vacates the ring. It's another kendo stick. The other one wasn't good enough. This one looks better, apparently, to the face of Mugiardi. Big down. Oh, and it snapped in half after two shots. Over the back of Mugi. Smiley. Yeah, thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for coming. It's been fun, but I think you should have stayed at home. If I'm honest with this, Smiley, I think you should have stayed at home. Not got involved. Look at the strength. That's like a 600-pound man Brian Damage has lifted up with ease. It's absolutely insane. Oh, and it may have done some damage, though, lifting Mugi first, because now his lower back just gave way. Double team action. Look at Smiley getting involved. That's all BD lifting there. Double team maneuver, but again, triple threat match. You team up for a split second, and then all of a sudden, you are back at each other's throats. Mugiardi too big. Submission on the outside. Now, it's not false count anywhere, which is why Mugi doesn't mind if Smiley taps out outside, because it would not end the match, as is BD. Mugi going to join them as well here today. All three superstars back into the ring. Mugi face first, bang in the corner. BD with a big boo. Oh, maybe hope is. Maybe the carnival is here on Rise here today, ladies and gentlemen. That's Zeke. That is a Zeke with Brian Damage up to heavens and down to hell, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Mugiardi? Where is Smiley? I don't know, but Ron counts 3. And we have a new RPW Internet Champion, and it's going to the Demon, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to Zeke, and that is why you see the light here in RPW. That is why your hands must be together for Hope Eternal, ladies and gentlemen, and new RPW Internet Champion. Well, there is Crystal Crimson, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take to the sheets 55 days, this Divine Women's Championship reign. This is the 3rd defense, ladies and gentlemen, for Nicole O'Grady, meaning if she retains here today, she can choose to figure it out. I forgot also, of course, one half of your new... Don't say it. Brett's telling me, giving me some advice. The Divine Women's Champion One-on-one against Crystal Crimson here today, ladies and gentlemen. Belt is on the line, and if she does defend it, she can choose to vacate it, ladies and gentlemen. Big, big match for Nicole O'Grady. Bell has been rung, and this one is away. Nicole O'Grady, always good with her feet. Always a big striker here in RPW. Again, I said it earlier, I alluded to it earlier. Her goal this season was, of course, the Women's World Championship. She became a tag team champion with Eden Rose. We'll say who they faced off against, but she became tag team champion with Eden Rose. As Crystal Crimson showing some strength to take over in this one. Early doors. Now a double champ is Nicole O'Grady. Rebecca separating the two superstars. Big punch by Crystal Crimson. As she hooks on. Nice backbreaker. Spins around into a clothesline as well. Nice reversal there. Nicole O'Grady rolls her up. Bang with a super kick across the face. But it's interesting for Nicole. Her goal has always been the Women's World Championship. But now Eden Rose, her tag team partner, I don't know what's been going on. I know Hope Eternal has gracefully and graciously given some gift baskets to the new champions. Very, very nice of Hope Eternal, of course. Very, very loving indeed. Just nice sportsmanship. I think Eden Rose maybe ate something she was allergic to or wasn't quite used to. I don't really know, ladies and gentlemen, but Eden Rose showed signs of not being too well. Again, for Nicole O'Grady, maybe not by herself, who is to say nice kick across the face. But it's always an interesting one when you're in a tag team. You have your goal of being Women's World Champion, but the Divine Women's Championship, that can only get you a mid-card championship. So, going to be interesting to see what Nicole does. But also, again, with everything that's going on right now, Nicole O'Grady doing a lot of talking. Best, worst move in RPW history. Nice camera angle by Brett. With everything going on right now, is Nicole O'Grady in the right headspace? Is she focused on the Women's World Championship, or is she focused on other things? I don't really know, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really know, but I'm sure time will tell. Nicole dominating in this one so far. Love the kick across the face. Off the rope, nice front flip as well. Nicole O'Grady going back up to the top turnbuckle here. Looking for something big. And connects with something big. Lovely, lovely maneuver. Nicole O'Grady not looking like she wants to drop this championship anytime soon. Lovely. 360 no scope. Now she sets up Nicole O'Grady FYF to retain the Divine Women's Championship. Rebecca rolls in. 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. Just like that. Nicole O'Grady is still your Divine Women's Champion in emphatic fashion. That being her third defense of her reign. And now is time for the main event of Rise, ladies and gentlemen, in a match that Oliver freaking Kings has never won in his RPW career, my sources are telling me. Phantom Dream and Ollie go one-on-one in a ladder match. The Junior Heavyweight Championship up above the ring, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to need a ladder to get up there and retrieve the championship. Of course, the Junior Heavyweight Championship, if you defend it for 3 times, you can choose to vacate it for a mid-card championship of your choosing. Phantom Dream going outside with the first ladder in hand, but Ollie not letting it pick up. Oh my god. Ladder falls on top of both of them. Crowd on their feet for a reason. That was brutal, as was that kick. Ollie now with the ladder. On the outside, no. Lovely zoom in. Oh, from the camera. Man. Very nice camera work indeed. Ladder in the ring. Phantom looking for his first ever championship. Ollie's never been a Rise Junior Heavyweight Champion before. Could be a fun way for him to get his hands on an Intercontinental Championship again. Ollie never really been a mid-card champion in his RPW career. He's very, always been in the main World Championship. Nice powerbomb on the ladder there. Always been either a world champion or a cruiserweight champion. Ollie, big boot to the face. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Acrobatic by the cruiserweight. Phantom Dream showing off his strength, though. Again, Phantom Dream has never lost in RPW just yet. Now he's in the main event of Rise in a ladder match against Oliver freaking Kings for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Lock up between the two. Phantom into the ladder. Nice arm drag by Ollie. It's an interesting one. Ollie's never won a ladder match. Phantom Dream's never lost. One of those is bound to change here today. Oh! Well, I guess if Phantom wins, none of them change, so never mind. Lock up between the two, though. The only way it can change is if Ollie is the winner. Give Phantom his first loss. Become Junior Heavyweight Champion. What is he going for here? He's halfway across the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Phantom gets hung up on that middle rope. And oh, that's a far distance, Ollie. Yeah, you're king of the cruiserweights, but... well, I guess you were when you was actually champion. Now there's only one king in RPW, and his name is King Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely clothesline takedown. Phantom back out and in. Ollie, nice reversal. Nice enziguri as well. That ladder's under that rope there. Precarious area. They might need to go get the other ladder on the outside. That one's quite hard to reach nowadays. I think it's what they're trying to get, but they can't quite get a grips of it. Ladder now goes to the outside. Flow over. Novak bomb. From Oliver freaking Kings. Ollie to the outside. Ladder back in hand, and here we go. Back into the ring. Phantom in the corner. Ollie's going to say, you keep stomping. I'm going to set up the ladder. And Phantom's going to take it down. I don't think Phantom Dream knows. This, of course, being his first ever ladder match in RPW. You do need the ladder set up in order to win the championship. No pinfalls, no submissions. Oh, back of the head of Ollie goes on the ladder. He might be down. He might be down for a while. The back of his head, well. Oh my God, he's going for more. Phantom Dream. I'm telling you, this man is a dangerous man in RPW. DDT. Ollie busted open. Middle of the ring. Oh my God, how is he getting up already? Busted open. Oh, doesn't matter though. What a springboard cutter from the bloodied Oliver freaking Kings. How on earth did he get up so quickly? After being busted open, what a maneuver, top rope. Get that ladder and get it in the middle of that ring. That's exactly what he's doing. Phantom Dream is up though. Ollie's climbing up to try and grab the championship. Phantom Dream, oh, he takes him back down. What a sequence that was. What a sequence that was. Phantom Dream. Going up. Hand on the oh, no. He's grasping at it. Ollie's in the corner. One hand on the championship is Phantom Dream. Ollie's still in the corner. Two hands on. Ollie is stunned in the corner, ladies and gentlemen. And still 100% on his career. Still unbeaten. Phantom Dream is the new RPW Junior Heavyweight Champion. And if he defends it 3 times, he could potentially get a match for the Intercontinental title on Friday. Oh my God. Oliver freaking King still unable to win a ladder match. Phantom Dream, though. I mean, you've got to make some fans with a win like that, ladies and gentlemen. You really, 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 really do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one thing left to do after an amazing Rise show. Plenty of title matches, plenty of titles on the line. An amazing Rise show. GMK, you done very, very...
is a gauntlet turmoil match. The rules of the match are as follows.
What? Gauntlet? Two superstars will start in the ring. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Elimination can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countout. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought the main event was the ladder match. Well, just when you think there's nothing else to come. Oh, of course. The main event of the carnival. The king was asking who wants a match, ladies and gentlemen, backstage. The king was asking who wants a match, ladies and gentlemen. RK is running a gauntlet here on Rise. Oh, that's a mistake. Wearing his King of Promo belt around his waist. Now that is a mistake. That will cost the self-proclaimed best in the world, the devil of RPW. This man has been cheating, ladies and gentlemen, his entire Regents Pro Wrestling career. This man has never cared about anyone except for himself. Here in RPW, always been self-centered, always focused only on himself. That's why Poker's left him in the ministry. RK is running a gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen. Against how many superstars? I don't know. With his fake... the ministry talk about fake belts. He has a literally fan-made belt. King of Promos. And you think that holds any sort of weight just because he won Promo Artist of the Year because he talks absolute poo-poo, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that belt signifies. RK's in the ring. And who is he going up against? Ladies and gentlemen of the Twisted Order, it is Twisted Hero to come out and face off against RK. Now, there's been a lot of parasites, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of parasites who have been supporting the ministry, supporting RK. This being one of them. This being one of them. A lot of parasites coming out and taking the side of RK, wishing him support for Friday's match tomorrow against Daniel. That ends here today, ladies and gentlemen. RK being run through the gauntlet. His final test before tomorrow's match against Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. RK and Twisted Hero. Now, how many superstars does RK have to defeat to win the gauntlet? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? We will see here today how many superstars come out to face off against the best in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Kick to the midsection, off the rope. Knee strike into a clothesline. And RK already with the flex. RK looking confident. Twisted Hero bloodied open already. Up with the shoulders of RK. And if this is the RK we're getting tomorrow Friday Night Fury, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match on our hands. That is for sure the absolute ruthlessness, the aggressiveness of the wise man here today. Twisted Order unable to even get involved in this one. There's the reversal. Finally getting involved. RK with a reversal of his own. Left-handed clothesline. Beautiful takedown from the wise man. And back first goes Twisted Hero. This is absolute brutality, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute brutality here today. RK with an armbar on Twisted Hero, looking to make him tap out already. He's going to squirm his way out of it, though. And finally, RK maybe has a fight on his hands. Twisted Hero with a submission of his own. The blood already around the face. Now, we don't know how many superstars RK is fighting. I don't think it said there. I may have missed. I don't think it said how many superstars actually fight. Another clothesline. Takedown into another clothesline from RK. Ducks him. And a big power slam. Vintage RK, ladies and gentlemen, saying it is time to go to sleep. Says the wise man. Big spear. No, he gets reversed into a pinfall. Now, the longer this match goes on, the worse it is for RK, ladies and gentlemen. Running a gauntlet, you need to get rid of your opponents left, right, and center. The longer this match goes on, the harder it is going to be for you to get any sort of momentum. He doesn't know who's coming out next. He doesn't know who is waiting backstage for him, ladies and gentlemen. Nice reversal. The back of Twisted Hero not really doing what he expected it to do. Another reversal there from the wise man. Irish whip off the rope. Rebound. RK. No. Twisted Hero with a suplex of his own. Nice backdrop there. Very, very nicely. Well worked. RK. Oh, RK has him up. On his shoulders, go to sleep. No, he gets reversed. He gets reversed. And like I was saying, RK needs to make quick work of Twisted Hero. The first match of this gauntlet. Go to sleep, getting reversed is not what he would have wanted. Twisted Hero with the strength to hold on with a suplex. Lovely maneuver there. And Twisted Hero yet again setting up back and forth. These two are going, ladies and gentlemen. Kick to the midsection, gets reversed though from RK. Spins him round into a clothesline. Twisted Hero trying to roll out. RK says, no, no, no. You are not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And again, up on his shoulders. The go to sleep connecting. Beautiful maneuver. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Twisted Hero is done. RK wins. But the question now is who is next, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Eclipse is on the stage, so RK's just running a gauntlet. We don't know how many superstars is coming down to the ring to face down against the wise man, but Ethan Eclipse is here as Twisted Hero makes his way backstage, and here we go. Instantly tying up these two. Ethan Eclipse and RK one-on-one here on Rise. The crowd are loving it. We've not seen RK. Oh, roll up by Ethan. Roll up by Ethan. Oh, he kicks out. We've not seen RK on Rise in a long, long time. Of course, former junior heavyweight champion is RK. Daniel did say backstage, you know, we would love to see you on Rise. You were talking about having a match on Rise, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you get involved? And that's exactly what has happened here today. Part of the carnival, you have to imagine, before the biggest match of his career tomorrow on Fury. RK against the entire RPW locker room here today. And Ethan Eclipse starting off. I mean, Twisted Hero has already caused a lot of damage to RK, you have to think, ladies and gentlemen. Twisted Hero, here's some big moves. Got a lot done. Nice reversal there into a spear. Down goes Ethan Eclipse. RK is setting up on his knees. Big super kick. No, Ethan Eclipse blocks it. He blocks it, but RK fights back with a headbutt. Goes up for a pinfall. Again, trying to finish his matches as quick as possible. I can't believe it. I don't think we've ever had this before in RPW, where someone's been forced to fight. We don't know how many superstars. Normally a gauntlet is like all versus all. Oh, we've never had one superstar taking on the entire RPW locker room, ladies and gentlemen. And are these superstars, have they been forced to fight RK? Do they know they're fighting RK? Are they against the ministry? Like, what? Who's next to come is the question I'm trying to think of. RK is going to a new mental state, though. He's going to a new place, ladies and gentlemen. Again, he says it's time to go to sleep for Ethan Eclipse. If anything, boosting the stats of RK, because every pinfall he gets, that's a win on the street. He beat Twisted Hero one-on-one. That's a win on the street, remember, in these gauntlets. That's how he boosted his win percentage last season as well with the junior heavyweight gauntlet. And he's back here on Rise in another one, but this one is all against him, ladies and gentlemen. All against him. There's no teamwork. There's no help. It's all against the best in the world, and I guess this is a chance for him to prove that he is the best in the world. If he can come away with a win here today, it would be absolutely massive. Big spine buster. RK going for a sharpshooter by the looks of it. Shades of Lilith Lanza, ladies and gentlemen. She uses the sharpshooter submission. Maybe a little shout out to his current missing ministry member, who he's trying so desperately to help and to save. A big spear by Ethan Eclipse. Pinfall on RK, but he's still kicking. How on earth is he still going? I do not know, ladies and gentlemen. Big kick. Gets reverse, moves out of the way. RK to the top turnbuckle. I don't think it's going to end well for him, though. Ethan Eclipse is right there. Oh, it doesn't matter, though. It does not matter, though. Ethan Eclipse rolls out of this one. And RK goes with him. Again, got to end this as quick as possible. If you're RK, Ethan into the barricade. RK, oh, with a back first. Into that barricade, ladies and gentlemen. Now sends Ethan into the steel steps. And RK says it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. This is brutal for Ethan Eclipse. Oh my god. Face first. Off that barricade yet again. Now remember, in the rules it did say countouts do count, ladies and gentlemen. Count of 6. And RK maybe just biding his time. Count of 8. He just made it. He made it in. Ethan Eclipse is counted out, ladies and gentlemen. RK is sneaky, but very, very smart. Ryan Curtis on the ramp. Very, very smart from the wise man. And look at the body. Look at the toll he's taken already, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Curtis up next in this one as he enters the ring instantly. Misses, does RK. Was that a roll-up already? It is indeed. RK's down, but he kicks out. Nice reversal there into a headbutt. Ryan Curtis, ladies and gentlemen, gets caught with a spine buster. Brutal maneuver from RK, who goes to the corner. And here we go. Ryan Curtis on his knees. Big super kick. Down he goes. RK again trying to make quick work of his opponents. Oh, he kicks out though. He kicks out. I thought RK had it already, if I'm honest with you. He was trying to move on as quick as possible. The longer these matches go on individually, the more trouble RK is in. When the next opponent comes up, Ryan Curtis again trying to end it quickly. He probably got told from backstage, come in and try finish this one off with these roll-ups. Reversal from Ryan Curtis. Knee strikes. Kicks and elbows. RK goes down. Big chop from RK. Nice. Come on, look at the back of the wise man. Really in trouble. That's 2 wins for RK here on Rise. Ryan Curtis in the corner. Never mind, RK goes to the corner, and Ryan Curtis with a head full of steam. Oh my god, that's reversal though. Ryan Curtis trapped upside down. Goodness gracious me, that was brutal. RK setting up though. Was for a submission. Ryan Curtis with the knee strike. RK, nice roll up. Very nice reversal indeed. Back up to their feet now. I can't believe this stress. Oh! And damage that RK has gone through, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I know trying to prove a point. I know trying to make a name, but this is barbaric. Future Shock DDT. 1, 2. Oh my god, how on earth is Ryan Curtis still going? RK back in control. Oh! Very nice submission. Hell's Gate submission. The arm is locked in the head. Wrapped in between the legs of RK, but Ryan Curtis somehow still showing resiliency and somehow still showing power to slam RK down. Surely he can't go on for much longer, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely barbaric. It really, really is. Knee strike. Clothesline. How is RK still moving? Ryan Curtis perfectly positioned. RK top rope as he goes. Big elbow drop. In full from the wise man. Looking to advance one more, and it does. Big, big win. The hand is up. Another win. Oh, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Luka Novak. You can see his reaction as he makes his way down to the ring. Another one who has history with RK. He got forced to say, ladies and gentlemen, that Hope is, of course, your prestigious champion, and that Daniel is the king of the ring. Oh my god, he almost got caught, did RK, but Luka got caught instead. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep straight away. Luka Novak is down. 1, 2. Oh, and Luka kicks out. RK still somehow trucking the Rise crowd on their feet here at the O2 Arena. Luka's back up, though, with a Hurricanrana takedown on the Wise Man. Luka, springboard maneuver. Beautiful from Luka Novak. Nice reversal from RK, though. Whoa, Luka. Up and over that top rope, and RK joins him on the outside. How is he still going? How is he still going, ladies and gentlemen? RK, a man on a mission. This is the man Daniel's going up one-on-one against tomorrow on Friday Night Fury. And what a match it is going to be. Swinging neckbreaker. Beautiful takedown. I can't believe what we're seeing, man. I can't believe it. Luka, nice reversal. The body of RK is in tatters, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely in tatters. But he does not care. He said he will stop at nothing. He cannot lose tomorrow. The biggest match of his career. He cannot lose. And that seems to be ringing true. Here today, kick to the midsection. Future Shock DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3. Good night, Luka Novak. RK's feeling it. He is hyped up. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, the former member of the Ministry, the Golden Standard, the former tag team partner, the longest tag team championship reign we've ever seen in RPW history. It is Poke and RK, a bullhammer from Poke. I never thought we'd see the day, ladies and gentlemen. These two have never shared the ring one-on-one before. They were tag team partners for almost 300 days. And now they go up one-on-one against each other after Poke said he's leaving the Ministry. This is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Lock up by RK. Says Poke, watch out for the camera. Kind of 5 by Ron. Big spine buster. Poke decided to leave RK when RK needed a brother the most, ladies and gentlemen. Lilith Lanza went missing. RK needed Poke the most, needed a brother the most. Poke said, I'm leaving the Ministry. Back into the ring, as is RK. Big clothesline from RK. Ducks him, hooks him, power slam vintage. RK going top rope. Absolute cinema. Elbow drop from the Wise Man. Can he do it? Hook of the leg. His former tag team partner. No, 2 count and a kick out. 2 count and a kick out. This is awesome. This is who we are. Roll up by Poke. Roll up by Poke. He won against Luka Novak, of course, on Warzone with a roll up. Not today, though. Right-hander. Uppercut. Kick to the midsection. Poke. With RK. Oh, my God, the back. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. From Poke, who takes him down. Oh, my God, Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice. RK is trapped. All the damage he's been through, but he's still fighting somehow. How is he still going? Lock up. Poke in the corner. RK. Oh, what a kick from RK. Brutal shot, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and 3. And RK is still going. My goodness gracious me. I can't believe it. That is JC Brooklyn. RK knocks off Poke. How is he still moving? JC Brooklyn. Now with a chance to be the hero. Is RK going to run the entire gauntlet? Or is someone going to put him down? Oh no. Springboard misses. Okay, big clothesline, beautiful. Another pinfall. I can't believe what we're witnessing. I can't believe what we're witnessing. Just a 1 count, missing on the first, gets on the second though. This is insane. It really, really is. JC Brooklyn to the outside. RK joins him. RK feeling fired up. On the outside, lovely kick there. How many has RK won now? He's won like 5 or 6 matches, ladies and gentlemen. He's won like 5 or 6 matches. I can't believe it. Count of 5. JC Brooklyn in control of RKO. JC Brooklyn. Count of 7. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. No one can take him. Oh, RK throws him. RK throws him. RK's back in the ring. JC Bro. Oh, RK resets the count though. RK could have won. He could have just won. He reset the count though. He didn't want to win it by cheating, but JC Brooklyn doesn't care. JC Brooklyn doesn't care. RK's up on the ramp. Up on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this can't end like this. RK's down. JC Brooklyn in the ring. Count of 8 by Ron. RK's trucking. Count of 9. Is he gonna make it? Oh, he makes it just in time. Oh my God. Go to sleep. Go to sleep to JC. I can't believe what we have just... Oh, he kicks out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rise is absolutely on fire, ladies and gentlemen. The mind games from JC Brooklyn trying to win via count out just to end this gauntlet. I have to wonder, are the people fighting RK, have they been given instruction on what they're doing? RK's foot is under that rope run. RK's foot is under the rope. He's still kicking out though. He's still kicking out though. Big elbow across the face. JC in the corner. My God. This is barbaric. It really, really is. Kick down low. Roundhouse kick missing. And then connects though. Have we ever seen a more dominant performance from a superstar other than this elbow drop connecting? Hooks the leg for another victory. JC Brooklyn kicks out at 2. RK in the corner though. RK in the corner. Oh, 2's on the feet. Misses with a super kick. He misses with the super kick though. In the corner. Oh, that new kick is brutal and beautiful. It really, really is. Hooks the leg to advance one more time. RK is unstoppable. He is unbeatable. HK Styles up next. Oh my God, I need a drink. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what we have witnessed here today. That's like 5 or 6 matches. HK Styles with a roll up straight away off the bat. Trying to get the victory on RK. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. No vac bomb. No. Floating over DDT. RK's down. HK Styles with his springboard missing. How on earth is this man? He has to fight tomorrow on Fury against Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. He has to fight tomorrow on Fury against Daniel. Big cannonball down low. RK springboard, elbow drop to the back. Both superstars to the outside. Oh my God, this has been a match for the ages. Again, all of these count as a single win for RK as well. He's just boosted his percentage tenfold. How many superstars are left, though? How many are left? Big spine buster. Run with the count. RK needs to get back into the ring. HK Styles. Count of 6. JC Brooklyn tried to keep RK out for 10. He didn't. HK in the ring. RK. A count of A, but he makes it. A count of A, but he makes it. What a match. Hook of the leg. A kick out at 1. HK Styles still has a lot left in the tank, though. RK's got a lot left to give. Oh my god, look at his face. Look at his back. Look at his body. This is barbaric. HK with the reversal. Neckbreaker, connecting. I still can't believe Poke came out. I thought if anyone was to do it, it was going to be Poke. Based on the superstars I've seen, no disrespect to anyone else, but who is left to come is the question. Nice Hurricane Rana. HK Styles with a lockup. Ron just standing in the way. Off the rope goes HK Styles. Big leg drop bang. To the chest of RK. HK setting up. HK Styles. Surely RK cannot take much more. He reverses into a super kick. Holy shit. Holy shit. He's still going. Power slam. Oh my god. I can't believe what we've witnessed. My twin brother has HK Styles. Super kick connecting. Down goes HK. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, he's got to stop. How many more? Is the match over yet? How many? Oh my god, as if Poke wasn't bad enough. As if Poke was not bad enough. This man has just been screwed over, ladies and gentlemen. Screwed over by Zeke. He lost his championship. And they're going to make Brian Damage fight against RK, ladies and gentlemen. And these two are indeed fighting. Ministry implosion is real. There's the pinfall. 1. He kicked out at 1. How was he kicked out at 1? Brian Damage. Oh, of the Ministry is taking on RK. This is like the 9th or 10th superstar that RK has fought today. Oh my god. It really is a Ministry implosion. First Poke for RK. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have to... Maybe Brian Damage is finally seeing the light. Maybe Brian Damage now understands what Daniel's been saying all along. Daniel's been saying this is RK's fault all along. Brian Damage just lost his internet championship, ladies and gentlemen, because of RK. Remember, this all started because of RK. That's what Daniel said, and I wholeheartedly believe that as well. This all started because of RK. And maybe now Brian Damage sees that and understands he lost his championship because of RK. And now he wants to fully beat down on the wise man, who goes one-on-one with a spear. Brutal, brutal shot from RK. But Brian Damage pops up like nothing even happened, ladies and gentlemen. Big man Brian Damage. Again, maybe he's now understanding RK is to blame. He lost his championship because of RK. That's the only reason Zeke showed up. And now Brian Damage sees that. He's taking his frustrations out on his former wise man. Bang. Down goes RK. This is brutal. Oh my god. Clubbing blow after clubbing blow after clubbing blow. And RK, I mean, what do you do if you're the wise man in this match, ladies and gentlemen? This is the most barbaric assault we have ever seen. But again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, This all came because of RK. This is RK's fault. Daniel made it known that RK would pay for what he done with that World Heavyweight Championship. Goodness gracious me. Brian Damage. No remorse for human life. RK, just stay down. Just stay down. Big boot connecting. My God. This is just brutal. Oh, pin him, BD. Pin him and end it. I know it's his fault, but he's still my twin brother. I understand. Hope Eternal and wanted to make him pay for it. I understand, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to make him pay and learn his lesson. But at some point, is it too far? At some point, he's busted open now. Big boot again. Brian Damage toying, dismantling, and destroying the wise man who helplessly just sits there. This is brutal. Ladies and... Again, Hope, I understand. I understand making him want to see the light. But also you have to ask yourself, is it too much? Mocking the ones up. My God. Boston Crab submission. Brian Damage wrenching the lower back of RK. He's forced to tap out. Ladies and gentlemen, he ran the gauntlet again. He's mocking the ones up. Oh man. That is 2 ones up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just seen the utmost diabolical and downright devastating matchup in RPW history. RK went toe-to-toe. I believe it was 10 different superstars, ladies and gentlemen. 10 different superstars. And Brian Damage makes him tap. Ladies and gentlemen, RK has a match tomorrow against Daniel. 1-on-1. With Lanza's return on the line. I don't have any words. For the first time in a long time, I don't have any words. I genuinely... On one hand, I understand making a point. Hope. I understand making a point, but... It's my brother at the end of the day, and that was barbaric. Ladies and gentlemen. I have no words. I have no words. We'll spin the wheel and see who next week's general manager is. Last thing on Rise, as always, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly have no words at all. And next week, taking charge of Rise, it is Colm Patricks, formerly of the Bullet Club. Ladies and gentlemen, RK and Daniel tomorrow on Fury. Hands are together for the prestigious champion, Hope Eternal. And this is who we are. Man.